Okay, we talk about. I'm gonna use Buddha. I mean, everybody, especially I'm in house one right now. Spirituality is like huge, right? Um, uh, Buddha, born from wealth,
Yeah.
came down, so he was in his heaven, came down to hell.
Yeah.
What would be realized, went through his own personal journey, realized he didn't have to suffer. Right, we didn't have to suffer to achieve our abundance, and like literally, so we don't have to suffer. So you don't have to be poor, you don't have to hurt, you don't have to be sick, you don't have to be, and we can still expand, and we can still like there hasn't like we here. Well, no, how the construct is because it's how the construct is this hierarchy. It's hierarchy, and it's like right, the -$1. Like, why do we have to just solve a singular problem, like or to make yourself feel good? No, man, let's just deal with it.
Yeah,
let it thrive, as because nature shows us itself that, man, like there are seasons. You can't keep things going on and on and on and on. You can't have apples year round. We can't keep producing. We can't keep wanting. We can't keep wanting to know, because we're losing how to truly survive. We're losing how to like truly everything's primal. Our roots, like from family, from how to utilize like our bodies. Understanding our nature and our environment, and we're so far from it, and we think we have to suffer to get to that point. So then we suffer to then circle back to our happiness, to then suffer, to then we're like, hold up, bro, I didn't have to suffer. So it's what we are looking to gain, right? What we're looking to gain, it's only taught to suffer. Like, I have to
you have to suffer to grow.
Yeah, like I have to suffer.
Why do you think that is, though? Because that's true. And I think that like you find a lot of people grow through pain. But why is it that like a lot of humans, and I think that we just as humans, that's just the best way that we can grow, is through that pain and through that suffering, because it's like you're sharpening the sword. It's
part of the process. They preach it too much. They preach it too much into like it's like saying this. It's like saying this. Oh, you I was talking about love and light. Like, it's like if I keep telling you love and light, somebody slap the piss out of you and you still look. I could love you and whoop your ass, bro. Like, I'm only talking one aspect that I'm supposed to experience, that I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to experience pain to grow. I'm supposed to experience a level of that, but I don't have to sit in it to create the results. Because if I've already mastered it, and I've mastered a way to now get to where I want without having to go through that every time. So like, I gotta keep grinding. So I get to my goal, and I gotta keep doing the same fucking shit. Like, haven't I not learned? Like, have I not learned?
Yeah.
Haven't I not? Everything has a place. Everything has a space. Everything has a percentage level of doing something. But we are doing everything and consuming everything too much, and it's making us sick. I mean, dude, we definitely live in an overindulgent times. And it's like possible.
It's so true, and it's like you have to now. It's very scary bringing a kid in. Because now it's like when you parent, you actually have to parent differently to the times. And like you have to now teach your kid that your phone and social media and all these things that feel positive are positive, and they can be, but you have to have the discipline to take yourself away from that. And now it sucks because now it has to we have to task our kids coming into this world, the next generation, with learning how to do that. Because we all have to do it when we're adults. Imagine if we were all taught when we were kids, how to, take the phone away for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And how you only go for it for 10 minutes and then be able to put it down. Because I know a lot of people that can't do that, and they have to, like, I know people that set alarms on their phones. I'm going to do this for 30 minutes, 10 minutes. They have to do that, or else they're going to be there for hours. And so ultimately it's a good and a bad thing, right? that with this push of innovation and everything, there's more access.
Yep.
And there's more access to knowledge, and to the point where it's like, I was in an interview the other day with this company, and the CEO was telling me how, like, education is important, quote unquote, but she's like, well, they could just go on YouTube, watch podcasts, and get the same education. You have Google. That's very true. You can go and learn any skill that you want online, on YouTube, anything, and you can basically, what you can use the internet for is, if you're trying to learn a skill, is you can get past the beginner phase. You can get past that first, 1 to 3 years of going through the suck, and go to where you're at intermediate, and now you can start, actually offering your services.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
That's crazy, because what is it? Mom was telling me this about LinkedIn, and then Google started doing it. I don't know if YouTube does it. But bro, so you can get certificates online that are,
and they're just accredited. Yeah. Just as worthy as getting a college degree. Another interview I went to last week, the guy was telling me that, look, it's nice that you have your psychology degree, but he's like, I'll be honest with you, go get your marketing degree and get your bachelor's, whatever. Go do that. I was like, okay. He goes, but also, go get your Google certification, go get your Facebook certification. He goes, if you get those 2 things on your resume, you would have been hired. And I'm just like, wait a minute. So you just told me that if I would have had these 2 certifications on my list, on my resume, it would have been more beneficial than having my bachelor's degree, which I have to go 4 years, spend $200,000 for, $50,000 for, and it's more beneficial for me to have this certification. But it makes sense.
Turn and burn.
Exactly.
Turn and burn. It makes sense
because the nature of the world that we're living in today is speed.
Yep.
How fast can you learn this skill that I need you to learn?
Come on, bro.
And if you can't learn it fast, then I'm sorry, because as soon as you learn this, there's something else you can do.
Yep.
And because it's going to evolve, and that's the world that we live in.